Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing the readings for September 2025. We are using the Elder Futhark on smoky quartz, and we are using the Everyday Witch Oracle for our cards. So let's get started with a card from the Everyday Witch Oracle. Taurus, this month is going to be a very big month for you for envisioning things, for imagining things, for delving into the imaginal. But also, I mean, this is the way we bring things through. So this is sort of, we are envisioning and allowing ourselves to visualize as well as just imagine things, whether this is something we're bringing through into the world, into like physical reality, or if this is something we're bringing into the world as creation. But it's going to be that kind of month. So let's get some runes down and clarify. How are you? Things are... We're living in rare times, are we not? So I hope that you are well. I hope that whatever's going on for you, that you are well. Move these over just a little so we can get this a little more centered. So your central issue this month, Taurus, is represented by Thurizaz. Thurizaz is the rune of the challenge. It's the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It is upright, so it's not an extremely difficult challenge, but it is one that you have to psych yourself up for, because you're going to be stepping through over the threshold of whatever this is. So allowing yourself to give time and mental space and just allow that to happen and to enjoy that and just to let these things flow is a threshold. Maybe you were just in a situation where well, I don't see that you weren't allowing, but I see that it's the sort of thing that, you see how this witch is writing? So I think these things were sort of expanding for you. Leading up to this, we have Kaunaz, which is the rune of the torch or the fire. It's an expansion. It's opening out. It's an expansion of focus. And I think it's the sort of thing where it got to the point where you have to do this, because there's just so much opportunity right now, and there's so much that's sort of filling you up, where you want to express it just so you can see it all in one place, like get it down on paper in one place. So I see that this sort of led up to this moment where you're like, okay, you know what? Instead of letting this all jumble up in my head, so the cat's going after it, I'm going to step through, acknowledge that these things are milling around my head, sort of orbiting my aura, and I'm going to acknowledge them and sort of manifest them, at least on paper, or in a computer Word file if you prefer, and that's actually crossing, because we're acknowledging it, we're allowing it. So it is a bit of a crossing of a threshold, because you're acknowledging it instead of just trying to shove it aside, because it's become too great to ignore at this point. What's going to help you is just to let it flow. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This is nature. This is, we often read this as chaos and things that are out of your control, but it's the wildness, and this is all the wildness. So we're allowing it to happen so you can see it, so you can let it flow down onto whatever way you're capturing this. But it's a way that, it's that whole thing is like, how do you know you're not just making it all up? It's because it makes itself up. And so you want to be writing this down so that you can capture it, and just letting this live, so that you can watch it, so that you can write it down. So let it have its nature. And by this, you also will see the kind of nature that's going on around you in that plane of reality. What isn't going to help you is we have Fehu, which is the rune of wealth and worth. You are going to be worried about the value of doing this, but it has great value, and don't doubt that it has great value, because it absolutely is exciting. I mean, at the very least, you're tapping into this magical realm that you have around you and within you, and as you bring it through, you're bringing through things that weren't in the world before, and this is wonderful. So don't worry about, it just looks like you're sitting down and letting your imagination run, but that's a good thing. And when you do let that run, then it will just present itself to you as like, oh, they're paying attention now, so it can just like flow, and just be wild and all that, and know that you are lovingly capturing it all. whatever it is that is coming through. And what this will lead you to is, this is actually going to free you up to a certain extent, as far as it's going to declutter you, so that the fresher stuff, because this may also be an accumulation of what has been accumulating for a while, and you need to clear that out and let it flow out so that the fresh stuff can flow in and start to fill your imaginal space and your mind space and those realms for you. But what's going to start that and what's going to kick that off, it's kind of like a siphon. You let that flow, and then suddenly what's going to flow through is going to be really, really pure stuff. So, and new, fresh stuff. So definitely this is sort of going to be your month for focusing on this kind of thing. So that, Taurus, is your reading for September 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.